guys, what's going on? It's MassiveJoes RAW review, and I'm coming to you from MassiveJoes.com. Awesome raw review for the viewers at home today on one of the most unique intra-workout amino acid supplements we have seen thus far from our good friends at Merica Labz. It is, of course, Merica Minos in the house. Let's get straight into it, show you guys exactly what's in it, tell you exactly what it's going to do. That nutritional information panel ain't going to get it done. We're about to go balls deep in this here Merica Labz Merica Minos. Fortunately, got ourselves a big ass nutritional information panel for the viewers at home. Dylan, go ahead and cut that panel up on the screen so the viewers can play along at home. Serving size, 1 scoop, 18.5 grams. Got yourself about 25 of them. 1 scoop, 18.5 gram, bitches. And one of these Merica Minos 25 serve bitches. In terms of what the 18.5 grams is made up of, as Merica Labz do with all of their products, full disclosure on the nutritional panel so we can see exactly what's in it and exactly how much of each ingredient is in each and every scoop. So we can do a quick summation and discover that there's 15.3 grams of active ingredients in each 18.5 gram scoop. That means we're talking about 83% active ingredients and only 17% flavors, sweeteners, no artificial colors or dyes or anything like that, as across the entire range of Merica Labz products. That is really, really good, guys. We are, to see anything below 20% for an amino acid supplement in terms of non-active ingredients, so flavors, sweeteners, and colors, if a brand is using those, is really, really good. When we start going sub 20 and we get towards 17%, close towards 15%, it's fantastic because it means that what you're paying for in the supplement is the active ingredients, and that's what most of the supplement, that's what the supplement mostly contains. So that is really, really good to see. In terms of what those active ingredients are made up of, a very simple supplement we're dealing with here, viewers at home. We're dealing with 5 ingredients, 3 of them BCAAs. Starting from the top, L-Leucine, 8,000 milligrams, L-Isoleucine, 2,000 milligrams, L-Valine, 2,000 milligrams. Those are, of course, your branched chain amino acids, aka BCAAs. It is a 4:1:1 ratio, so a little bit higher than the usual 2:1:1 ratio that we're used to seeing in BCAA supplements. The 4:1:1 means that we've got twice the amount of leucine as we normally have in a 2:1:1 ratio branched chain amino acid supplement. In terms of what BCAAs do for viewers at home who are unaware, they prevent the breakdown of muscle tissue during your workouts. They help reduce delayed onset muscle soreness, so help you get less sore after you're going ham in the gym. They assist with muscle recovery, and they increase muscle protein synthesis, and in particular, the leucine is what is primarily responsible for increasing the muscle protein synthesis, and we have twice the amount of leucine as we normally see in 2:1:1 ratio amino acid supplements or BCAA supplements here, because we got the 4:1:1 ratio. So we're going to have on paper an elevated increase in muscle protein synthesis because we've got a massive 8,000 milligrams or 8 grams of L-leucine. In terms of the clinical dose of BCAAs, 5 to 10 grams is what's considered the most efficacious dose to be having during your workouts. We have 12 grams in each and every scoop of this Merica Minos, so the BCAAs are in fact overdosed, and the leucine in particular is stupidly overdosed. Moving right along, we then get into L-Citrulline in a 3,000 milligram dose. L-Citrulline is a precursor to arginine. It helps boost nitric oxide levels, going to help improve blood flow, which is going to help increase nutrient delivery to working muscles. Side effect is that you're going to get better muscle pumps, and if you're lean enough to be vascular, you're going to have improved vascularity as well. Clinical dose of L-Citrulline is 3 to 4 grams. We have 3 grams in each and every scoop of this Merica Minos, so we would go so far as to say that it is clinically dosed. Moving right along, to the fifth and final ingredient, we're talking about L-ATP, the registered trademarked ancient peat and apple extract. It's owned by a company called Futureceuticals. L-ATP stimulates the production of adenosine triphosphate in the body. It's an alternative to creatine. So creatine, we all know creatine is a precursor to adenosine triphosphate. L-ATP is kind of a precursor to adenosine triphosphate as well. It works through a different pathway, but effectively it stimulates your body's own natural production of adenosine triphosphate. Viewers at home who are unaware, adenosine triphosphate is the fuel, is the energy currency that our body uses in the phosphate energy system, which is the energy systems that our bodies use when we're lifting weights like bags of feathers, baby. Primarily what you're going to get from elevated adenosine triphosphate, and hence what you're going to get from this L-ATP, is increased muscle power. Now, L-ATP is a really cool supplement, guys. Obviously, any supplement that a company's gone out of their way to trademark and register is generally going to be pretty cool. But this Futureceuticals, this company that owns L-ATP, really cool supplement. I'm going to post a link in the description box down below for those of you who are interested in finding out more about L-ATP. There was actually a study done, a recent study, which is always fantastic to see, 2016, published, I believe it was July, like the middle of 2016. So at the time I'm shooting this raw review, like 18 months old, where they did a double-blind placebo study on 150 milligrams of L-ATP. They took 25 trained men, so none of this bullshit untrained stuff. I hate those untrained studies. This is a proper study on trained men. So guys who are used to lifting weights. They double-blind placebo. Half the group was given, well, not half, you can't split 25 in two, but let's say 12 or 13 of them were given 150 milligrams of this L-ATP over a 12-week period. The other half, 12 or 13, were given a placebo, double-blind placebo study, and the effects of this L-ATP were just phenomenal. Increases in strength, increases in muscle power, just completely undeniable about how effective L-ATP is in terms of increasing strength and muscle power in trained individuals, which, let's be honest, you're watching this video, you're a trained individual. So link is in the description box for those of you who want to go and check that study out. It is really, really cool. In terms of the clinical dose, or the studied dose, so to speak, of L-ATP, as I mentioned to you guys, it was 150 milligrams. We have 300 milligrams of L-ATP in each and every scoop of this Merica Minos. So we would go so far as to say, not only is it overdosed, it's actually double dosed. Got yourself about 17% flavors, sweeteners, no artificial colors. And that's what's in it. Very simple supplement we're dealing with here, viewers at home. 5 ingredients. I mean, I was going to say 4 of those ingredients, but let's say the BCAAs and the L-ATP stupidly overdosed for an amino acid supplement. L-ATP stupidly overdosed for any type of supplement. Citrulline perfectly dosed. We've got a crazy amount of leucine. Very simple supplement on paper. If you are looking at the intra-workout amino acid, BCAA amino acid supplement category, and you want to start nitpicking at things that it could include, of things that it's missing, the first and most obvious thing would be something for endurance, something to support muscular endurance. Now, don't get it twisted, BCAAs kind of indirectly do support muscular endurance, but if we're going to nitpick and we're going to say we want an ingredient in our intra-workout BCAA supplement to specifically increase muscular endurance, there's no beta-alanine, there's no taurine, there's no creatinol phosphate or anything like that. So I was definitely missing something to specifically increase muscular endurance. And then the other thing is something for hydration. Some people like having things like electrolytes or glycerol or something to hyperhydrate muscles during their workout. Other people, like myself, prefer it with a pre-workout, prefer it beforehand, because it's better to hydrate before you get dehydrated, if you know what I'm saying. But if we're going to nitpick, something like an electrolyte or something like a Hydromax glycerol in there would support muscular hydration during your workout. Apart from that, we're covering all bases here, guys. Stupid dose of BCAAs, something for nutrient delivery in the citrulline, and something for muscle power in the L-ATP. In terms of how it tastes, how it mixes, Comes in 3 flavors. Comes in blood, sweat, and tears. That's not actual blood, sweat, and tears, of course. It's a mixture of strawberry, coconut, and watermelon. Comes in impeachment. Of course, the peach flavor. Comes in, wait for it, make Merica grape again. Man, the guys at Merica Labz have way too much fun with not only the flavors of their supplements, the names of the flavors of their supplements, but with the copy on their supplements as well. I'm not going to read this all out to you guys, but just to go real quick through it. Abraham Lincoln wrote that on January 1, 1863, proclaiming freedom to all muscles from the tyranny of catabolism. Okay, he didn't. We wrote that literally just now. The copy on these supplements is just fantastic, and the flavors that these guys have fun with, not only producing but naming, is always brings a smile to my face. So we've got 3 flavors. Just to get back to the raw review before we go too far off track. Blood, Sweat, and Tears, which is a mixture of strawberry, watermelon, and coconut, so your fruity-based, berry-based flavor. You've got grape and you've got peach. I have right here my personal tub that I'm using at the moment, the Merica Minos, in the Blood, Sweat, and Tears flavor. Infamous MassiveJoes taste and mixability test about to go down with a little bit of a twist, guys, because I've got here a TMJ Elite shaker, but I've bought in the BBC shaker, the Big Daddy, the 1 liter shaker. And the reason why I've done that as opposed to our usual 700 milliliter shaker is because I'm going to follow these directions pretty close. So it says mix 1 scoop with 16 to 32 ounces of water and shake well. So I'm going to split that straight down the middle, and I'm going for 24 ounces. That's why I bought the Big Daddy and the BBC TMJ Elite shaker. So 24 ounces of water. I'm going to take myself 1 scoop of my personal tub in the Blood, Sweat, and Tears flavor. Just grab the scoop, and you guys will see how damn big this scoop is. BBC shaker for a BBC scoop, you know what I'm saying? Look at the size of this damn scoop, guys. 18.5 grams up in this motherfucker. All right, let me take one. I'm going to take 1 level scoop of the Merica Minos and the Blood, Sweat, and Tears. Throw this bitch in this bitch. Let me chuck the lid on my TMJ Elite 1 liter shaker. Give you guys a few flicks of the wrist. I'm going to show you guys how this Merica Minos mixes and refresh my memory on how this Blood, Sweat, and Tears tastes. Man. All right, I think that's enough. I think I've spilt Merica Minos all over the fucking table down here, but it's worth it because infamous MassiveJoes taste and mixability test has to go down. All right, check it. Boom. So as you guys can see right there, pretty damn well mixed. The obvious thing is, I'm just gonna take a bit off the top here. The obvious thing is you do have floaters on the top. And that's leucine, guys. You tend to see that whenever you have like a 4:1:1 ratio BCAA sup or an 8:1:1 ratio where they're using a lot of leucine. Leucine always is gonna float to the top. And you get a bit of that in here. So it does kind of float. Apart from that, you don't really have many floaters apart from the leucine in there. You got no sinkers at all. So it's just the leucine floating on the top. The other thing you can see kind of in the shaker as it settles out. I will mention that, I mean, if you let it sit there and you give it a few more flicks of the wrist, the floaters do actually eventually dissolve. They just don't dissolve immediately. So if you're sipping it during your workout and you're kind of picking it up, taking it around the gym, a few flicks of the wrist here, a few flicks there, it is going to completely dissolve into concentration for you. So you're not going to have an issue. That being said, it's a big scoop. You need a lot of water. I would go so far as to say a blender ball is required. In fact, I would go so far as to say TMJ Elite BBC 1 litre shaker is required. For this here Merica Labz Minos, in terms of the taste, Merica Labz once again have done a great job with the flavor of this Merica Minos. Those of you who have used some of their supplements in the past or have watched raw reviews on Red, White and Boom, their pre-workout, Stars and Pipes, their pump formula, Patriots Way, their protein powder, you know that they're not here to fighters when it comes to flavoring their supplements. They do nail them. They do a very, very good job. With this Merica Minos, there's a couple of things that I do want to point out. Firstly, massive serving size here. It's literally a scoop of this Merica Minos is equivalent to pretty much 2 scoops of any other BCAA supplement on the market that up to this point. So you need a lot of water. That's the first thing, and that's why I did a little bit of an alteration to the taste and mixability test with a lot of water. You need a lot of water. Secondly, there's a massive dose of leucine. You're talking 8 grams, 8,000 milligrams of leucine. Leucine as a supplement, as a free-form supplement, is very bitter to taste. Thirdly, Merica Labz are using only 17% flavors and sweeteners in this Merica Minos, which is, I mean, to try and cover the bitterness of such a highly leucine dose supplement, to try and cover the natural flavors of such a stupidly overdosed amino acid supplement with just 17% flavors and sweeteners is like, you gotta have some pretty big balls, you know what I'm saying, to try and do that. And Merica Labz have some pretty big nuts, that's all I'm saying. But you kind of put those 3 things together, and all things considered, they have done a fantastic job with this Merica Minos. The initial flavors across all 3 flavors are really, really good. They're almost like candy. They're definitely not true to fruit flavors. They're definitely like candy-based sweet flavors. And that initial flavor is just spot on. The one thing that gets you is there is a little bit of a bitter, I wouldn't necessarily call it aftertaste, viewers at home, but there's a bitter kind of tail that comes through at the end, which is obviously that massive dose of leucine and the fact that they're only using the 17% flavors and sweeteners to try and mask it. So initial flavor really good, little bit of a bitter tail towards the end of every sip. No real aftertaste that you're going to get. If I had to rank the 3 flavors for me personally, I really like the Blood, Sweat and Tears. And I'm a big fan of grape as well. You know what? I'm calling it a tie. It's a tie between those 2. 2 favorite flavors: Make America Grape Again and Blood, Sweat and Tears, and then Impeachment pretty close behind that. I'm not a big fan of drinking peach flavored stuff while I train, but still a very good flavor if that's what you like. If you like your peach based flavors. In terms of the effects, very, very good intra-workout supplement, and let me tell you guys why. Not only are the BCAAs equivalent to pretty much 2 scoops of any other BCAA supplement on the market, but the addition of properly dosed citrulline to help with nutrient delivery and the addition of double dosed L-ATP to help with muscle power, it really is an experience that you need to try this supplement to experience what I'm about to tell you guys, because it's kind of difficult to give it enough credit speaking about it. But the muscular endurance and the consistent muscle power that you experience through your workout when you're training with the Merica Minos is phenomenal. That really is the one word that describes it. And it's like nothing else that I've experienced using a BCAA supplement in the past. And I put it down to the L-ATP in combination with the citrulline, in combination with this stupid dose of leucine. It's like they're all working together. They're working congruently together. They're working synergistically together to just keep your endurance and your muscle power in particular. You get to the last exercise, you get to exercise 6 or 7 in a chest workout, and you're like almost as strong as you were on exercise number 1 in your first set. It's literally like that good. You get to like exercise 8, 9, 10 in a 2-hour leg workout, and you've been sipping on this Merica Minos during your leg workout, you're like as strong as you were on your first exercise doing heavy ass barbell squats. It's that good. It's like, obviously you're going to fatigue during your workout, but the ability to just kind of keep your muscle power elevated for the entirety of a workout, the whole time you're sipping on this Merica Labz Minos is, man, like it makes me very happy. It really does. It really does, because now I'm sipping on Merica Minos intra-workout and I'm making gains the whole workout that I was making gains up until 50%, and then the last half of the workout was just pushing through, but I know I'm fatigued, I'm not as strong as I should be. Now it's like I'm making gains the whole time. It's really, really noticeable, guys. And once again, I mean, like I can talk about it as much as I want. You really need to kind of try it to experience what I'm talking about. It's almost like, without the effect of stimulants, it's like you take your pre-workout before you go train, and then it's like you're having another pre-workout about halfway through your workout. Without the stimulant effect, but I'm talking about the muscle power effect, the endurance effect. It's kind of, that's probably the best way that I can describe it. The effects are just, I mean, you know, if you're interested in increasing endurance and keeping muscle power elevated for your entire workout, I mean, this is something else, guys. This is something else. In terms of the side effects, no side effects. In terms of the stackability, stacks with everything, doesn't have anything in there like agmatine or beta-alanine that you need to be worried about having too much in a particular period of time. The other cool thing, because it doesn't have agmatine, you can sip on it during the day if you want to. And because of the high dose of leucine that's going to improve muscle protein synthesis, it does actually make a pretty damn good with meals, between meals, during the day type amino acid supplement, if that's what you want to use it for. The final thing that I will mention before we wrap this raw review up is price and value for money. Now, in the Australian market, you're looking at your 25-serve tub retailing at $69.95. So you break that down per serve, it comes out to $2.80 per serve, which makes it f***ing expensive. To just be blunt to you guys. But you have to consider that 1 scoop of this Merica Labz Minos is pretty much equivalent to 2 scoops of every other highly dosed BCAA supplement on the market. You're getting 12 grams of BCAAs, not 6. You're getting 3 full grams of L-Citrulline, not 1 or 1.5. You're getting 300 milligrams of L-ATP, not the clinical 150. So you're really, even though the scoop is this size and therefore you get 25 scoops, you're really, when you compare it, for the sake of making the value for money comparison to other BCAA supplements on the market, you're effectively getting 50 serves. And then when you consider that and you go, okay, well, 1 scoop of this is equal to 2 scoops of pretty much everything else, it comes down to $1.40 per serve. You're just double serving every time you take it. Don't get me twisted, you can take half a scoop if you want to, but you don't want to. When you do that, it comes down to $1.40 per serve, which really does put it kind of smack bang in the bullseye for what we're used to seeing for you know, well, at 50 serves, for like a 30 to 50 serve, highly dosed, good quality intra-workout BCAA. So when you consider that, the value for money is actually quite good. And look, guys, I won't judge. If you want to take half a scoop, take half a scoop. But guys, if you're in the market for a stupidly overdosed 411 high leucine, high citrulline, high L-ATP intra-workout or during the day BCAA supplement that is going to deliver to you muscle power that lasts for days, you have to go out and get yourself some of this Merica Labz Minos, guys. Hit the subscribe button. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure you turn your post notifications on, both on your cell phone or your mobile and your desktop PC, so you don't miss a beat when it comes to the MassiveJoes YouTube channel. And guys, that is MassiveJoes RAW review on the all-new Merica Labz Minos in the house. And I'm coming to you from MassiveJoes.com.